Okay guys, hope you enjoyed the lower body workout yesterday. So today being Thursday, we're going to get a bit of a HIIT session in, so high intensity interval training. So we'll be working through some high intensity work, low intensity work. Heart rate's going to spike and come down, and you should get a nice little sweat on. Nice little workout planned, about 32 minutes of work in the session in total. So you know, if you have time, great. You can reduce the rounds then if you don't have as much time. Perfect. Let's go. Okay, for warm up today, we have activation exercises first. We're going to do something simple, so it's calf raise first, up and down for 30 seconds. Second effort is barrel monkey. So hands are pushed out. You're going to try to catch your hands behind your back and push back out onto the opposite side. So we have calf raises, up and down, hands out, try to catch your hands behind, back, and then the opposite side. There are your two activation exercises. For dynamic movement, just to get the body really working, we're going to do 3 exercises, 30 seconds on each one. We're going to start off with a Spider-Man to windmill. So push-up position, you're going to bring your foot up outside your hand, sink your hips to the ground, same hand as the foot, windmill up to the roof, follow with your eyes, back down, and then repeat on the other side. Sink the hips, follow up, twist the spine, back. Keep repeating for 30 seconds. Second effort is a lunge and a reach. We're going to lunge out, keep that front knee over your ankle, sit down, reach up, alternate legs. So left leg, right leg for 30 seconds. Your third effort then is a prisoner squat. So feet are outside your shoulder width apart, hands out in front, squat down and up. Keep your knees pushed out, throughout the movement and keep the hands out. So 30 seconds of those. 2 rounds altogether. We're going to talk through the whole session. So there's 8 efforts altogether. Each is a minute. So if you have a timer, you put a minute on the clock, and every minute you're going to change into a new exercise. You have a certain amount of work to get done within the effort of the minute. So it's called an EMOM, E-M-O-M. Every minute on the minute you do a certain amount of work. The first exercise will be high intensity, the second low, third high, and so on and so forth. So I need you to try to get the work done. Whatever's left of that minute is your rest time. Then you go into the next exercise when the next minute starts. If you don't get through all the work in the first minute or during each minute, what you do is you just go straight into the next exercise. So try to work hard and get the work done. Full burpee, it's a full body workout, really gets the heart rate up and you really feel these. So once we do them right anyway. So I'll demonstrate form. We want to start with wide feet for a burpee. So get the feet out wide, hands come down, jump your feet back together. Lift the hands at the bottom so we know your body weight's on the ground. Hands back on, jump the feet up, and then jump and hands up overhead. So just from the side, we want to go feet wide, hands down, feet together. Lower yourself to the ground, lift the hands, then dig your toes in, jump, and clap. So in tight, real tight, we'll be down, lift the hands, up, and work. Okay, for our squat now, it's a lower body movement. We're going to bring down the heart rate a small bit so it's more resistance. So we feet are over shoulder width apart, toes are pointed outwards. From here, you're going to sit back, down, keep your knees pushed out and drive up. So from the side, for a squat, feet are outside shoulder width, toes are slightly pointed out, hips go back, then down, and then back up. And we drive up in the movement. So again, out and up. Get your hip crease just below the knee, so it's called breaking parallel. It's a really good squat. If your hips are a bit tight and you can't get that low, that's no problems at all. Jumping jacks, they're a nice cardio exercise, so mostly calf dominant. You want to work your upper body as well. Starting with your feet together and hands down by your side, you're going to jump out and up and back in. So in full motion, out, up. Try to keep on the toes so you get a nice spring off your foot. So out, in, in. Try to get the feet nice and wide apart and get the hands up overhead to get the most out of it. Hand plank. So hand plank is an isometric core movement. So we're going to hold a position where we're holding tension on the core for a period of time. So hands are down under your shoulders, so make sure they're straight under the shoulders. So this is called stacking our joints, so that the weight is coming down through the joints as opposed to the muscle. We're going to hold a push, what would look like a push-up position for a certain amount of time, and this is going to hold tension along your core. From the side, hands nice and spaced, right under your shoulders, into your push-up position. Make sure the hips are down. If you feel that your hips are sinking, you can squeeze your glutes and squeeze your quads, and this will tighten up the hip area. Arm burpees, a nice little cardio exercise, so a bit of a regression from a burpee, full burpee, but still quite a hard movement when you're working quick. So feet are wide, nice and wide, toes slightly pointed out. From here, hands come down, bring your feet back together at the back, jump back wide and stand. There's no jump in this one. So from the side, feet nice and wide, hands down, touch the toes, back and stand. Push-ups, one of our upper body compound movements, so it's really going to work triceps and chest a lot in a good form push-up. So for these, what you want to do is, for a full push-up, is starting with your hands just outside the shoulder width or in under the shoulders. Keep your hips down and keep your feet together. From here, you're going to unlock your elbows and you're going to fold forward and down and then bring it back up. So you're going to drive from your elbow at the bottom of the movement. So just to demonstrate from the side, feet together, hips down. Elbows, hands are just outside your shoulder, fold over and push from the elbow down, driving the force through your heel of your hand. If you feel you struggle with full push-ups, what you want to do is bring your knees to the ground. So start in this position, pop the knees down, you cross your feet, then still unlock the elbows, down and push up. Try not to push back in the movement, so it's down and up as opposed to down and back. And this will help you work the tricep and chest effectively. If you struggle with both of those movements, what you can do is what's called an eccentric push-up, which is just lowering yourself to the ground as slow as possible. Drop to the ground, lift the hands and restart. And you'll still get plenty of work in on the muscle groups you're trying to work. Strides, nice little cardio movement, again nice on the upper and lower body and plenty of spring out the calves. So starting off, just go for it. It's front and the back, it'll come naturally. If you think too much about it in your coordination, it might catch you. So from the side, just stride the arm up and back, get the nice distance between the feet and get the arms nice and high. Just work through that motion, forward and back, forward and back. So squat hold is an isometric hold on our lower body. We're going to hold tension on the muscle, mostly our quads, for a period of time. So feet are outside shoulders, so nice and wide. We want our toes slightly pointed out, and we're going to let our knees track our toes when we come down. This is going to help keep room for the hips when we sit down to get us nice and low on the movement. So out and down, and you want to hold the hip in line with the knee, roughly in this position for the time specified. So from the side, again, nice and wide, keep the feet slightly pointed out, sit back, down, and hold this position for as long as you need. It can feel quite difficult. If it does, to stand up out of movement and get back down into it as soon as you can. Shake the legs. Really good to go.